Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Don Johnson. Lights, camera, spousal interaction. Renfield is a rarity among ex-husbands, only a handful of whom, at the very most, have ever tied their wives to the rim of a mill wheel and for minutes at a time submerged them in the dark waters of the mill race. Oh, sure, a writer thought it up, and a film crew knotted the ropes, but it was Rennie who gave the order to crank the mill wheel and give Sheena her big dunk. Action. Sheena holds her breath, goes under, pulls a hand free, grabs a pistol from a stiff in the drink, plugs the winch guy dead when he cranks her dripping from the sluice. Rennie, she wails, aren't you supposed to yell something? Oh yeah, cut. Sheena, dear, that was magnificent. But you forgot, again, to glow on the gun barrel. So, one more time, tie your hand up again, guys. And Sheena, dear, let's go for an Oscar this time, okay? Good night, milady. Water scene. Take 4, rolling. Lucifer Muses. Part 1, the way it is. Theoretically, each time surgeons improve their technique, they relegate prior patients to ever-widening gaps in their skill. Fortunately, excellent surgery is available to the few, and medical care is only the third leading cause of death. Consider comfort. If not in your own skin, then in whose? Consider marriage. Choosing a spouse seemed easy when you did it, though it might have been really hard if you'd had all the facts. But seriously, it matters whom you marry, whether or not it turns out to be the person you thought it was. Thinker, use your head. If you must ponder death, do it now while you can. Part 2, doing and undoing. Be proud of nothing you do until it is over, and be very suspicious of anything ever being over. Sybarite. Milk the donning of each sock for its full measure of skin pleasure. Part 3. Parting shot. Were his mother alive, and they could, birthers would have her admit that she gave birth to him somewhere else. Allusions in search of a poet. Pauline, gender-vaulting daughter of retired cowhand Bruto Biddle and failed waitress Bella Scrapple, grew up in South Philly, lip-syncing to Mary Olance's cover of Sinatra's My Shawl, and chafing to get out of school and onto the street, there to organize pickup musical events around stout singers shanghaied from rowdy restaurants to perform Spanda der Dudelsackpfeifer at intersections the length of Broad and Callowhill streets, until Paulie married opera star Olga Petrashka. When she came to the city in the title roles of Satriali's I Metamorphosi and made him her manager, booting Tonino Walbrook, who she hated anyway for thwarting the dreams of young lovers. Whereupon Paulie's cousin, Dustin Papa Razzo, took over the street business, while the lovers honeymooned on the opera circuit until its demise catapulted Paulie back to Philly to run for district attorney on the coffee clutch ticket, winning the popular vote with the aid of hanging chads, only to lose big in the electoral Funbobulage, and be dumped by Olga, returning into the street as deputy gopher in the family business, where he succumbed to a drug-resistant strain on the system and was interred 3 graves over from Renzo da Ponte, one of whose librettos Olga places on Polly's grave on otherwise unobserved township holidays. Thank you.